Hey there, YouTube. It's Mike from the Hardcover Comic coming at you guys with a deluxe edition that I've been very impatiently waiting for. We finally got Volume 2 of the Nailbiter Deluxe Murder Edition hardcover series. We had Volume 1 come out, I think it was about 2 years ago. This thing got like solicited and then canceled. We finally got it. Um, Very, very excited about this. Now we just need to get together, guys, and purchase this if you're a fan of the first volume. If you're not, check out the first volume. I highly recommend this series, guy. You're gonna like it. Anyway, 35 US, but we need to buy as many of these as possible so we can get a third volume. Because this is a phenomenal series, especially if you're into horror comics. Since there aren't many of them, this is, one of the few, and we've got to take advantage of where we can. So basically, for those of you that don't know, the series is about this town called Buckaroo in Oregon, where basically it seems like there's just somehow, for whatever reason, this town just keeps creating serial killers. Written by Joshua Williamson, art by Mike Henderson. Of course, he also co-created it with Joshua. Adam Gazowski doing art, colors. So basically, for those of you that don't know what this book is about, it's like I said, Buckaroo, Oregon. You got a town that's just for whatever reason creating. I think there's about over a dozen serial killers that have just been born here and raised here and killed here. One of the biggest ones is this gentleman here, Warren. I forget his last name, but he's called the Nailbiter in that he would basically bite the nails and fingers of all his victims. Here we've got Detective Finch, and he's one of the main characters. He's come to investigate why this is happening. We've got Sheriff Crane as well, who I'll try and find a less spoilerific page of. But yeah, that's basically what we're finding out here. We're going into Warren's past, and you get to see a lot of the other serial killers in here as well. I haven't read all the issues in this volume. And I obviously haven't finished the series. Hopefully we'll get a volume 3 so I can do that. But there's Sheriff Crane right there. So basically these three in volume 1, everyone was obviously worried about Warren. They still are, of course, but they're sort of forced to work together in order to figure out what's going on with this town, because the situation just keeps getting worse and worse. People are going crazy, and there's just more and more trouble around every corner, as you can see. But I don't want to give away too much here. We're going to take a quick look at the binding, which seems rather tight considering how long I have to keep this open. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much entirely glued to the spine. If this is just my copy, let me know. Could be the case. And yeah, let's jump back to the bonus content here. So a bunch of pencil pages by Mike Henderson. Looks like layouts primarily. Some nice inks. I like the artwork. I'm a fan. And you got the color. But yeah, it's a great story. It's a very quick read, and of course we again, this collects issues 11 through 20. So there's 30 issues total in the series, which means another third hardcover. Just a matter of Image declaring it sells well enough for them to start printing this thing. But yeah, so here you got all the Buckaroo Butchers, way more than a dozen. Sorry about that. It's like there's like about 18 or so. But yeah, it's a pretty great book. Again, if you like horror comics, this is really one of the only options, especially if you collect deluxes and hardcovers like Matt and myself do. But check this out, guys. At least give it a shot digitally. I'm sure you can read a bunch of it on Comixology Unlimited. Buy a few issues online, and then please, if we can, it would be really nice to have this series finished out in 3 deluxe editions, and it's definitely worth it. Check it out. Follow us on Twitter, guys, at Hardcover Comic. Hopefully I'll get that Instagram set up soon. But until next time, as always, you stay classy, Internet.